signs away.
Right.
And matter of fact, I remember they tried to take my sign at the Royal away from me because, again, my buddy name is Aaron Leslie Guerrero, and so I made a sign that had this black guy with a 70s suit on, with a big afro and a gold tooth, and I wrote in the sign in flames said Negro Heat. Now.
For your friend. Oh, man. God only knows what they thought that was about. Lord.
I was like, it's black and Spanish,
I really wish I could know what they thought when they took this sign. They're thinking, what is going on here? What is happening?
Yo, everybody look at the Royal Rumble 2008, whatever, the one in Philly. You can see that sign. I was like, there's no way in the world this sign's not getting on, who's even on TV. Because I think it's pink. Because
you wanted it to get seen, is really what it is. So you picked the most eye-catching color.
Straight. Look, let me tell you, I had that sign for a long time, to the point where, like, where I would hold it, that part was all, like, fringed out and discolored.
Oh, jeez.
Finally getting on TV, because it was during the Eddie Guerrero travel match. I remember that was a tag match. I finally got on TV. That's when somebody came over, some security dude, young guy, too. We're like, we got to take your sign. You want to take my sign? He's like, okay. And he's like, well, let's just put it right here near me. And I was like, all right, fine. So I was okay with that because I could see it. Because they were people signs with rip them off and stuff. I was like, I worked too hard on this. Anyway, that there alone gave me an motivation. They're like, man, freak this stuff. And I thought about it. I was like, well, you know, my career is fashion design. So I guess I should say that. So, yeah, fashion design degree, graduated 4-year college, worked in New York fashion industry. Mm-hmm. And so at the time, that's what I was doing. And the funny thing was, maybe 2 years before that, I was actually working for this company that started, to be honest with you, when WWE first did a clothing line, it was with the company I was working for.
Oh, okay.
Funny thing is, I got hired for something else, and they just hired somebody to fill in for the women's, for the divas part of it. Because every had somebody doing the men's. So I would help him with my wrestling knowledge and WWE magazine showing him who's this and who that was.
Right.
So all that to say, I'm like, yo, I can design T-shirts. Why not? And so I decided to create on October 20th, October 2008, I made up my mind I was going to create wrestling T-shirts. Okay. I didn't know it was considered alternative. I just, because to my knowledge, unless somebody proves me wrong, I am first. Right. Fan, at least, non-wrestler, to have a line of wrestling merchandise, period. Unless somebody proves me wrong. And if they do, then I would love to meet them and high-five and hug them. But to my knowledge, I'm the first. Mm-hmm. And so I had to think of a name, and because I'm the type of person that really does love to do whatever they want, I was like, well, Gimicks. I think that seals the deal. You know, that's a perfect name. Now, Gimicks, everybody knows it's spelled with 2 M's, but I don't like the way that looks. Sorry, that's the designer in me. So I made it 1 M, because I think it just looks better that way. And 247 was my Twitter handle. I never really used that as much in the beginning. Right. But just to say that now, you know, 24/7 is pretty much, speaks for itself. But at the time, it was just called Gimicks Wrestling Tees. Okay. And but the slogan was "F a sign, wear a shirt." And that's because they kept taking our doggone signs. And I said, well, you can't take no shirt. And if they take a shirt, they got to give you a t-shirt. So there you go. So that was my mentality. And my first, I think I had 3 shirts at the time. Okay. I think I had a Future Endeavor. Right. And yeah, I did that, 2009. Mm-hmm. I Love Heels and Kid Lucha. I think that was it. I think they had 3 shirts. Mm. And I first sold them at debuted them at CHIKARA King of Trios 20. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 2009. There we go. I kind of thought I messed up some dates there. So yeah, that's how I did that, and it was successful. I was scared to death and with that third, but it was successful, and I finally did online stuff. And but it's funny, if I think before I even debuted, I did something else. I think before I debuted, okay. So you got that part. You got me designing T-shirts for fans to buy and blah 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 blah.
Right.
But it's funny because the first design part for designing for a wrestler was actually named Vin Gerard.
Okay.
And that was a huge. To this day, everybody asks me about his character. I would put him over for so many awesome reasons. And I bought so much of his merchandise to the point where I didn't have nothing left to buy. And I told him that. And he was like, well, if you want to get a headband, bandana's done. And I said, let me do it. And I didn't create the art. I used the art of his symbols and all that good stuff.
Right.
And my crazy behind bought blanks. I think it was blanks, yeah, black bandanas. No pages, it was just black.
Okay.
And I created my own repeat pattern with iron-ons.
Okay.
25 of them. Maybe no, it wasn't 50. I ain't that crazy. 25. But each 25 had, I don't have his bandana on me, but I say 10 pieces.
Okay.
That was a lot of freaking work. I don't know what the heck I was thinking.
It's a lot of ironing. That's a lot of ironing.
Printing it, cutting it out, and ironing on there. Sometimes, man, I should have learned in college how to act, but I did not.
Right.
But it was worth it, though. It came out really, really cool.
Right.
No matter how stressed out I was and no sleep that it took. It was really cool. To my knowledge, it was a hot seller. So he was actually my first client.
Okay.
Which I don't even think he really knows. One day I'll tell him.
And if not, he does now, because you just told everybody.
Yeah, you hear that? Thank you, Lord. So yeah, and it's funny. So so designing T-shirts for myself, and this and the third, and eventually 2009. End of 2009, I'm sorry. I got a message from Ocean and asking me to print T-shirts, help him design or edit or whatever, a design he already had worked out, and to get them printed. So my first client was actually the affiliate portal, which I find that quite funny for 1,000 reasons. But yeah, but they were the first, my first clients, and it's crazy because I don't know if they were the word of mouth, but slowly but surely more people kept asking me.
Right.
To design for them, and this is something I'm going to say to everybody: to trust the timing in your life. Something I say a lot, and trust your journey as well, because at one point, for a long time, I couldn't even design nothing new for me. Like, if people were wondering why the heck I design nothing new all the time, that's what I was designing for other people, and that took so much of my time. Plus, I got a full-time job working in the fashion industry, where they treat us like we're surgeons. So no, I ain't have the strength to design my own stuff anymore. I was out of so many people, and at one point, I was really, making me mad. Because when I did this design for me, like, what the heck happened? Right. But little did I know, it would be something that only do I love, but it also added value to me. Right. As a business and as a designer. Right.
Now, how did you? I wanted to ask, since you were designing for other people and you were doing shirts, now how did you move into doing gear?
Funny thing, that's the story. So this is kind of your exclusive, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So I wanted back when I first started thinking about doing this as well. I remember messaging. Oh my God, this is so cool. So anyway, I remember Oh, okay, MySpace. Back when it was MySpace, everybody.
Right.
You young people don't know who MySpace was.
There are people who don't know what MySpace is, and I'm like,
seriously.
Oh man, I feel so old.
I was bold enough to MySpace Claudio Castagnoli to tell him how much I love his gear.
Right.
Because he always had good gear. He rarely wore anything twice as well. And I told him that his gear is awesome.
Right.
I said, and I know you like suits. My grandfather is a tailor. So you want to get a suit done, you let me know, and I'll give you his information.
Okay.
And he said, oh, I love suits. And
is that your Claudio impersonation?
That's whatever.
That's not as good as your Drew Gulak impersonation, which is really good.
So then I think I don't know if I said I would love to design. I probably did say I would love to design a t-shirt for you too.
Right.
And this actually telling two stories in one, but it's the truth. Mm-hmm. But freak it. So anyway, right. So he said okay, right? So I'm trying to design Claudio a t-shirt. Mm-hmm. And this was kind of like my first, wait a minute, my Claudio, my first Claudio? Where we doggone? I think it was Claudio. What am I talking about? Claudio was my first t-shirt client.
Okay, so it wasn't the portal. It was Claudio.
I wasn't the portal. It was Claudio. So, yeah, it had to be. But, okay, I'll tell you why. Everybody can tell me what was first, but I think it was Claudio. Right. So anyway, yeah, so I was trying to figure out stuff for him, and he's like, no. And I'm, a little disappointed, because I'm like, I'm going to make him a shirt. And, you know what, I know for a fact he was first, I'm not thinking about it. But anyway, so then finally, it was funny, with the fire under me, I was like, I got to figure this out. He told me that somebody else was going to make him something. And I was like, in my brain, I was like, oh, the hell they are. And so finally, I figured it out. Okay. And I gave him so many options that it was almost like, oh my God, which one do I pick? Right. And he finally picked one, and that shirt was the first very European t-shirt.
Nice.
And I laughed to tell the story because I played on that being my Throwback Thursday. Mm-hmm. Image. So I think it's kind of funny. So it was that. So at that point, I had some type of rapport with Claudio. Right. And so I told Claudio what I'm thinking about with Gimicks and everything, but at first I said I was going to design wrestling gear. That's the first thing I said. Right. I was going to design and make it. But the more I thought about it, I thought at the time, and it's going to drive me nuts. So there's no way. Right. And he was like, I was like, well, maybe I should start with T-shirts. He said, T-shirts would be easier. And I was like, okay. So that's that conversation. So I first wanted to do gear. Okay. Period. Just talking to him about it. And then later that year, and then funny thing is, he messaged me back about, what do you call that there? He messaged me back about getting a coat made. Okay. And that's where my grandfather came in. Okay. And so my grandfather made Claudio's rain jacket for January of 2009. Nice. And which he wore when he got signed for FCW before he went over to NXT. Right. So anyway, now that was by my how can I say my little piece of apparel. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But the actual first client, and I'm trying to think if it's him or somebody else. Cause I have to think hard about this. No, it wasn't him. It was Sarah Ballet. Okay. So Sarah contacted me and was saying that she wanted a new gear design that wasn't too, you know, show-offish, you know.
Right.
And I said, okay. So I was thinking, like, what could I design her that wasn't